Well, Montana's bat population could be at risk, and that could be bad news for Montana farmers.
That's right. MTN's Mallory Peoples introduces us to an MSU researcher focused on the issue.
We spend our falls and our winters in this area.
Going from cave to cave in search of bats. For 2 months at a time, MSU researcher Katherine Haas goes into caves from Texas up to Montana, capturing and collecting data on the flying mammals. Weight, sex, and metabolic rate, all documented.
So we're trying to get a baseline information that we can then use to figure out what species might be most susceptible out here to white nose syndrome, as well as what areas potentially might be refuges or might be hit the hardest.
White nose syndrome impacts a bat's ability to stay hibernating, leading to death by starvation. Haas says it's caused East Coast populations to dwindle, and the impact could be felt even harder here, since bats help the agriculture industry by eating bugs, a free and natural form of pest control.
Trying to mathematically model survival.
In addition to collecting data on thousands of bats across various species, Haas hopes her model for predicting how well the creatures can handle the disease will also be helpful. She says all the data will be made public once published. Then state agencies and other organizations can review.
We can hand that off to say, oh, this might be a good refuge for bats. And so it's a good way to understanding how the habitat needs to be conserved and maybe limited in terms of disturbance.
Haas and her fellow researchers from Texas head out on their expedition in early September. By winter, they'll wrap up more than 3 years of bat research. Reporting from Bozeman, Mallory Peoples, MTN News.
The research project is largely funded by a Department of Defense grant, but there's also collaboration with environmental groups from California, Canada, and New Zealand. Publication is expected in about a year. Also